please help us out by pressing the like button, sharing, comment. I appreciate the dialogue and all the kind of words. I read all the comments. Good or bad, I read them all. Thank you, everyone, for your support. Excuse me. In today's video, we are going to be talking about being overqualified as an armed or unarmed private security guard, private security professional, private public safety officer. Whichever field you are in private security, this video is going to be beneficial to you if you think that you're overqualified. So let me first talk about whether overqualification is an issue in private security. One of our subscribers, thank you so much for the idea, mentioned that he has police training or police-related training, and he took a significant amount of firearms courses, yet he feels like private security companies don't add any value to that level of training and skill that he has. Is this even something? I know a lot of people reading that comment probably be saying, you know what, you think you have so much qualifications, but you really don't. And you're just trying to show fluff out there. Just show somebody who you're not. And you're making us all look bad because we don't have that level of training. I'm actually going to support his comment there because that is a thing in private security. It's a thing, if that's what you want to call it, where you apply for a private security position and they see all of your qualifications and they say next candidate. They see all of these classes you took and then they say next candidate, and then the person that has like no experience gets the job. Like, what happened here? Is this a thing? So I want to say yes, it does happen in private security, and I think this is what happens. I think the hiring manager or the reviewer sees a list of applications, and then sees yours, and then thinks, you know what? There's no way that we can pay this person $12 an hour. Whatever your minimum wage is in your state. In California, I don't know. Ask those who work at fast food like McDonald's what it is, because I think it. Actually, no, they get paid more than minimum wage. $17, $16. Let's just say it's $17 an hour. The person who has authority with hiring, they're going to look at your qualification and just say, you know what, this person belongs somewhere else. Because of all these qualifications, all these instructor levels, certs, all this law enforcement training. No, I mean, I just feel bad paying this person so little. My pay range to pay the new candidate is between $17 an hour and $30 an hour. If we hire this candidate, I'm going to have to pay on the higher end. Maybe $28 an hour, $29 an hour. Why do that if I can get away with just paying $17 an hour? And then, you know what? Maybe I can hire like a candidate and a half. What I'm saying is they could fund maybe a candidate. They could fund like 1.5 workers. Okay. I think that's a thing. So what do you do? Now, my recommendation is to go through all of the requirements of the job, the security job or whatever job it is. You want to see the duties, right? What are the duties? Foot patrol, bike patrol of premises, vehicle patrol, stairwell checks. Okay. Now I'm going to look at the candidates' qualifications. Does taking a 40-hour close quarter combat course, is that going to help with the foot patrols? Is it going to help with the bike patrols? And I would say in most circumstances, I think it does. But to the average hiring manager, it doesn't have any relevance. So remove that from your application. Remove that from your resume. If you took a right, and the post is like unarmed, meaning that there is no pepper spray allowed, no baton, nothing. I don't think that I would put baton instructor on there, like you took 40 hours of baton instructor training, because there's no relevance, because it's unarmed. Let's just say that you're working at an armed, or you want to get this armed position, right? And then they have 3 taser instructors on board. Once again, do you really want to put taser instructor on there? I mean, if it helps you get in, but I think that a lot of times when you add information, it's not relevant to what they are seeking. I highly encourage you, if you have a 4-page resume, to chop it down. Chop it down to 1 page, so that you're meeting the profile of what they're looking for. And when I say profile, people are going to get all anxious. I mean business profile, guys. Work profile. Do you meet the ideal candidate? I know a lot of people on this channel probably have more qualifications than your average private security guard, because they care about the private security industry. They've been in it. They're in it for the long run, and they have all kinds of certifications. Okay, I'm just saying. If you took my 40-hour private patrol operator leadership and development course, it's actually 42 hours now. Should you put that on your application if you are working? If you're applying to work at a post where it's not a supervisory position? I wouldn't even put that on there. Again, it's too much. Now, for some hiring managers, your qualifications is actually a threat to their stability, and that's how they perceive it. For me, I don't view it as a threat. If you have more qualifications than I do, than to do my job, I'm going to help empower you as much as possible so that you can move up. I think that if I am so insecure that you are going to take my position, that's not right. I mean, I don't think that's the best way to think of it, guys. That somebody else is going to take your job, therefore you shouldn't hire them. You should always hire the best candidate for the position. Police academy training, again, you know, if you completed like a 6-month police academy or 3-month correctional academy, I don't know how long it is. Should you put that on your resume? I think now something like that, I think it helps. But if you completed, like, for example, I don't know if they still have this out there, but they have a 24 in California. They had a 24-hour DAR course, drug abuse recognition course, and then I think now it's like 32 hours, and then now it looks like the courts won't recognize the DAR as the drug abuse recognition trained police officer as an expert. You have to be a DRE now, a drug recognition expert. That's why there's not that many of those classes available anymore. But if you completed that 32-hour class, should you put that on your resume when you're just applying for mall security? No. I think it's too much information. If you are a gang expert, I don't know, maybe you're law enforcement, now you're a gang expert, and you're trying to get a job, I don't know, patrolling downtown Los Angeles, right? Is it going to help get you on top of the hiring pool if you put that you're part of the gang unit or you're a gang expert? I don't think that will. Obviously, you can make a good argument. I mean, me being the hiring manager, I would put your application up here, but a lot of people in hiring don't understand. And a lot of people in hiring, like branch managers, they don't even have any private security experience. They know somebody and then they moved up, or they may have worked private security at that post for, like, I don't know, a month. Somebody left and now they're in charge. I mean, that's the type of talent that we're dealing with. If you completed some type of intermediate rifle operator course, should you put that if you're working armed security? Again, if you're dealing with somebody that understands all of these courses you're taking, absolutely yes. But to the average hiring manager, again, it's just too much information. Like, just get to the point. And also, if you put all of these like weapon courses that you've taken over the years, and you're working armed security, a hiring manager might say, you know what? I'm not even going to give this person an interview because this person is going to create a shooting situation. This person is gun-ho because of all of the courses that they took. When really, I think there's an opposite effect. I actually think that you're able to recognize a deadly threat and a non-deadly threat a lot better with these additional courses that you may have taken. For example, I was teaching, I taught a total of, I think, 3 or 4 days of low light combat out here. And we stage our own shoot house. And I put targets in there, shoot and no shoot targets, right? There were some people that obviously shot the no shoot target. It happens all the time. But let's just say we run that person through the same course or similar courses like 3 or 4 times. By the 4th or 5th time, they're not making the same mistakes. And I'd make an argument that the person that took the class more, or that has taken more of these tactical level courses, are less likely to engage in a mistake of fact shooting. Okay, so yeah, guys, these are my thoughts. You got to shorten your resume, see what the duties are of the position, and match or add your qualification to that. One course I think it's highly beneficial is first aid, CPR. But in addition to that, I would take like a TECC course, a tactical emergency casualty course. If you're in private security, more than likely they're going to let you in the course. It's a law enforcement course, depending on the vendor. We opened that course a couple weeks ago. Randy Nunez from Global Veterans was the instructor, and he allowed one of our subscribers to attend the course. That does look good on your resume, regardless if it's unarmed or armed post. You're taking one higher step. But to add that you took, I don't know, a class on IED detection, we all know on this channel that that's a beneficial course, because those weapons of destruction can be placed anywhere at just about any post, and we need to know the telltale signs of the person that exhibits behavior consistent with somebody that's going to lay one of those items down. But again, to the average hiring manager, they may not understand the significance of your level of training. Okay, so I'll say this: in private security, yes, you can be overqualified. Let me know what you guys think on that topic. Also, if you're trying to apply for law enforcement, a lot of these classes that you may have taken, I don't know of any law enforcement hiring manager that says that person's overqualified for our agency. No, because there's always somebody at that agency that exceeds those skills. Always. All right, guys, let me just go through the comments real quick. Mr. Fusion says, if you have common sense, you can actually talk to people and don't act like a fool, then you're already overqualified for Allied, right? Mr. Fusion says, you get more views at night. Yeah, but I get more trolls too. There's some streaming channels out there that catch the live stream from these security channels, and all they do is poke fun at you. It's kind of hilarious. They say some negative. They criticize you to the point where it's kind of ridiculous sometimes amongst their little peer group. Some of these channels, they have like 50,000 subscribers. That's what they do. They try to pick on the security channels, and then they bombard the comments, hoping that you look at their comment, and then you reply to them. You know, if you reply to some of these comments, if you're on YouTube, if you reply to these ridiculous comments, you're fueling the dragon. They're going to just keep nailing down more stupid comments and making this channel and this entire security community unprofessional. Mark, hey, welcome, Mark. It says incompetent hiring managers who want less qualified candidates for cheaper pay will only get warm body employees. This type of thinking eventually will get the contracts pulled by the clients. Yes, absolutely. Rude Boy says, morning, Sean. Yeah, I saw the guy who replied to me and responded by saying, well, I understand that, but it seemed to me he wasn't applying to the right security jobs that need academy trained folks. Excuse me, guys. I gotta get going, running a little bit late. So look, if there is a security agency that needs to hire or that wants to hire police academy trained candidates, then you absolutely should put your police academy training or your lower tier level of academy training. What I mean by lower tier, like 832 PC class in California, that's your arrest and control and firearms course. It's like your powers to arrest course. Maybe your level 3 academy, level 2. Those are your lower tiers, and it's not degrading anybody. It's not the full-blown academy, police academy. There are jobs out there, I'll tell you, in California that want that level of training. They want that police trained image. And, you know, for some people that have difficulties getting hired in law enforcement, if you see these jobs that require police academy background or certification, they should pay you more. And I think I would rather work for one of these organizations because I have people that are trained just like me. However, you might work for a security company that is overbearing, that thinks they're cops. They're all over Instagram, I'll tell you that for sure. By the way, I'm on Instagram under The Firearms Trainer. If you guys want to connect with me on there, go ahead and do so. All right, guys, so that's all I got for the hour. Maybe I'll do live stream tonight, maybe not. Like Mr. Fusion says, I get more views at night, but once again, the security channels are in some special alert system from some of these live streamers out there that have like tens of thousands of subscribers, and they thrive as a channel because they grab the security channels and poke fun at the host. It's a thing. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Take care.